All right, you're welcome back. This is Iris Digital's channel, and I'm glad to have you back in this channel. And we're still discussing Microsoft PowerPoint in this series, and we're going to stop. We're going to continue from where we left off in the last episode. This is the fifth episode of this series, and in this fifth episode, I'm going to be rounding off some commands, and then in the next episode you'll see how we can start manipulating and bringing different sweet effects into a short animation where we have images and text side by side, and then we'll see how we can put them together and create amazing animation. All right, so what I call motion graphics, we're getting there. So let's finish up with the timing. All right, so before we go to the timing, I remember that I skipped this. So the trigger works for some animation that you maybe while displaying you want to click on something before the animation comes up. What I mean is, for instance, now this is the animation I selected, this fifth animation, which is theta, the emphasis of this particular text box. This text box, this is the entrance, this is the emphasis, and this is the exit, like I said in the previous episode. Now if I click on this, it means I'm selecting the emphasis of the body of this slide. So if I want this emphasis to be dependent on a particular command, that is until when I click this before this emphasis comes up, or until when the playhead reaches a particular plays up to a particular timing before this comes up, then I use trigger. So if you want to put it on bookmark, you can put it there, and then you want to make sure it's on. So when you hit the subtitle 1, so this is subtitle 1 and this is subtitle 2. So let's say you have something that's like image. Let's say for instance now I have image. Let me insert image, and then you see what I'm talking about. I'm sorry I had to use this image. It's the closest image to sorry. Okay. You want to know, you are interested, you want to know who put this, you want to know who prepared this. I'm not going to tell you. The special egusi soup. Alright, so this image now is part of the slide. And then now, if I come back to animation, and then let's click on this, and then I can say on click of picture. You see now, picture is now part of the list. So if I put it on picture, so that means until when I click this picture before this emphasis will play. Is it the emphasis? I think I selected the wrong one. I selected 2 at the same time. Let me take it again. I select this one. So I select this particular, that is the emphasis of this. Then I can go to trigger and then click off picture 4. Okay. Alright, so if I go to my slideshow now, so something is wrong. Supposed to put it on. Oh, I didn't save it. Sorry, this is and then save, and then let's go again. All right, so I think I have to work more on 1 or 2 things here, which has to do with the settings, the animation, the duration, the time, and all of that. I didn't set any of this, so I want it to be delayed. For instance, this now, you stay on the screen. I'm going to take it off on click. Yeah, stay on click. And then let me preview it more. Let's see what we want. Okay, so for the sake of this particular tutorial, I won't be taking much of my time to try to figure out what exactly is wrong. But it's not supposed to even move because everything is on click now. Everything is on click. This is on click. This is also on click, and it's not supposed to move to the next animation until I click this. On click. So since everything is on click, it's not supposed to be big. So but I don't know, for some reasons maybe take it, I don't know. But it's on click. It's supposed to stay put until I make a command before it goes on to the next animation. Alright. So but most importantly, what I'm trying to say is, okay, let me just use one of this. I'll take step backward and then trigger. Let's just that. Okay, let's see how it works. Something is wrong. But it's alright, I'll figure it out, and if I have to go back to explaining it in the next episode, I'll explain it. But right now, it's not responding well. It's not obeying what I have here. And actually saved. Okay. Alright, so just going to move on from there, not to waste much of our time. Go to slideshow. Let's remove this. So this slideshow basically it relates with how the slide displays. When you have your slideshow, you might want to have it start from the beginning, or from the current slide, or you customize the slideshow. So if you hit this beginning from beginning, the slideshow starts from the beginning. Or if you're actively on this one, if you're actively on the third slide and you click on from current slide, it starts from that third slide. Then customize slideshow means you want to record, or you want to arrange how the slideshow is going to be. So you can have slide 2 come first, add to come here, slide 1 next to it, add to come here, then like that. Now I've just customized my slideshow, but this slide 4 there has no content, so you can't even add. So once you click OK and you go to slideshow, it's going to start the slide from it's going to follow this arrangement you have here. That is, the slide 2 will come first, then the slide 1, then the slide 3. So that's just it about that. Okay, so you can also set up your slideshow, maybe presented by you can loop continuously until let's say that is to set up. If you click on this loop now, that is to keep replaying, like when it's done displaying the slideshow, to start from the beginning again. Show without narration, that is, if there is narration, we're still going to talk about it. I think there is narration. Narration means maybe you have a voice over the presentation. You can have it display. You can have the animation, the presentation done with or without the narration. Then if you have animation on some animations in your slides, and you don't want it to come up, maybe for some reasons you don't want the animation to come with it, you can also check this. So all animations should be put on hold, although they are not deleted. So for the sake of the slideshow, the current slideshow settings, all the animations will be put on hold, and then to use normal transitions from one slide to another without any animation. So you can also disable hardware graphic configuration. So pen color, yes. If you want to use a pen color, you can come here to choose color. If you have a laser pointer too, you can choose the pointer. That's for the slideshow settings and all of that. So you can also deal with this on slideshow all if you want to display all at once, or from slide 1 to slide so. Maybe what you want to have is from slide 1 to slide 2. That's what you want to have in your slideshow. You can set it that way. And every other slideshow settings there or setup. So once you are done, you click OK, then you have your slides or your presentation takes that exact setting. So you can hide slides, you can rehearse timing, yes. So if you click on this rehearse timing now, it will take you here, and then it will start recording the time taking for you to narrate and do all sorts, because now it's going to wait for you, because it's actually recording. It's like you're presenting. So until when you hit the next button before the next one comes up. So maybe as this one comes up, I'm trying to explain what the history of computer is or what that heading talks about, and then I hit the next button. Okay, now then this comes up. So as I'm rehearsing this now, it's recording the total time it takes me to complete the narration of each slide. So if that is settled, the time is saved, and then yes, so it has now saved the time. That is the total time taken. So if I go to slideshow now and I wanted to use the rehearse timing to just pick that exact same time, and it doesn't respond to my command, it just follows the time that I've rehearsed and saved. So if you also want to record the slideshow, you can hit the record from beginning. Yes, narration in laser pointer, yes. So this one now helps to record everything that is happening on this display. This is recording. It's recording my voice, it's recording everything, recording the total time taken, recording my voice, and also recording the screen. So everything that is happening is being recorded. And then so once we exit, yeah, so you can go to the recorded. You try to well, it's because I didn't save it. So let's say I had to wait until the end of the slideshow recording. So to ask if I want to save the timing, so it has been displayed here, and then you see the timing you want to use, and then you make use of it. So this is to check the narrations, use timing. So if you don't want it to use timing, take off this. Then if you don't want it to play narration, maybe the narration is just for rehearsal, you want to have a fresh narration while presenting, you want to check this and that applies. Now monitor, primary monitor automatic. So there are two. Monitor means your screen. That is, there are two screens now. You want to have, this is your normal screen, that is your laptop, and then the second screen is usually bigger than your normal screen, where you have your audience viewing whatever you want them to see with the presentation. Okay, so that is the last command, and view and review, they are all the same with what you have in Microsoft Office. And here comes to the end of the basic explanation of Microsoft Office PowerPoint. So from our next video, we're going to be making, so sorry this is taking a longer time, I'm just trying to wrap up everything within this episode, so that in the next episode we're going to be doing a lot of manipulations to see how we can apply all these commands that we've learned, see how we can apply it to some basic short animations, and then with design it, make the animation, and then see how we can manipulate it and come out with a motion graphics kind of design. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Do well to subscribe and I mean subscribe, share this video and like, and most importantly, I want to see your comments. Thank you very much.